The Nintendo Switch eShop is awesome. There's a wide variety of titles and a lot of indie titles as well. So a motif that I've been on lately is survival horror games with old school style graphics and gameplay, and I managed to find quite a few on the Nintendo Switch. So here's a short list of a few titles I thought were noteworthy and that you guys might want to check out. Dark Veer is a survival game where you play as a young child who's home alone while their parent works the late shift. But in the dead of night, strange things start occurring, which results in the player being stalked by some sort of monster, trying to gain access into the child's room. The gameplay consists of the player having to repeat simple tasks within a confined space, making the game very Five Nights at Freddy's-like. Even the overall premise, having to survive through the week as the occurrences become more and more intense, is all very Five Nights at Freddy's-esque. The pixelated graphics and the color scheme make the game really creepy. It gives it this kind of surreal, dreamlike haziness, which prevents you from getting a full grasp on what exactly you're doing, adding to the suspense. If you're a fan of these tasks under pressure and jump scare titles, you'll absolutely love this game. I know I did. Back in 1995 is a survival horror / mystery title that kind of harnesses its essence from Silent Hill games from the past. You're in a city overtaken by monsters, come into contact with a bunch of shady characters whom you can never fully trust, and the whole time you're trying to figure out clues about your past, your daughter, and why the city is the way that it is. At times the game mechanics could be really clunky, and some of the monster designs are a bit questionable, but overall Back in 1995 is a good game, and is a true callback to the old school horror titles from the 90s. Sagebrush isn't so much of a horror game as it is a suspense mystery title. The player roams around an abandoned cult compound while uncovering what exactly happened there, and how it ties into the player's past. The game consists mainly of exploration and puzzle solving, and the pixelated graphics and old school sound really make this game unnerving. I had a lot of fun playing this game, and it kept me on edge the whole time. I genuinely wanted to know what happened there, and couldn't wait to find the next clue. Vaccine is a Resident Evil style survival horror race against the clock game. The overall premise is that your partner has come down with the same ailment that everyone else who's infected in this mansion that you seem to be in has come down with, and you have a time limit of 30 minutes to locate the vaccine and cure them, meanwhile fighting hordes of infected zombies and wildlife. The game encompasses all of the 90s survival horror goodness, including tank controls. One of the best aspects of this game is that every time you restart the game, the layout of the mansion completely changes. Rooms and items are in completely different areas of the map, really giving this game some high replay value. It has a somewhat convoluted storyline involving time travel or multiple dimensions, something like that. But what makes this game awesome is the gameplay. Definitely check this one out. Uncanny Valley is a survival horror / puzzle solving game, whose gameplay style is similar to games like Clock Tower, if it had Atari 2600 graphics. Despite its lack of graphical prowess, this game surprisingly has a lot of depth to it. The overall premise is that you, the player, recently took a job as an overnight security guard for an abandoned industrial compound. You're unsure what exactly happened there and what caused everyone to leave so abruptly. But during your shift, you're free to explore the compound and kind of put the pieces together yourself. The game is divided between exploration and puzzle solving segments and these bizarre dream segments, where the player is constantly stalked by these shadowy figures. There are multiple different ways to play the game, and the game has multiple endings. You'll definitely need to play this through more than once to get the full story. The overall tone and creepy atmosphere really make this game, and I highly recommend checking this one out. So those are a few old school horror style games that I found on the Nintendo Switch eShop. If there's any that I missed and you guys think is worth checking out, let me know in the comments section. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.